Hello guys, this is Yogendra. So today we are going to do one project based on data and science, right? So it has been given by task by the Spark Foundation because I am doing data science business analytics in Spark Foundation. So let's go to the task. You can see okay. So so let's go to the task for exploratory data analysis uh, on terrorism, global terrorism. So you can do this project on Python, R, Tableau, Power BI, Excel, as SAP and SAS. So you can do it, and you can also do it on your Excel sheet also. So first you need to download the data. After you download the data, you will get file something like that, like 158 MB, right? 155 MB. So after downloading the data, you simply go ahead with the Python. Either you can go ahead with the Python or the Tableau. So today I'm going to use Python for this project, but I'll share the Tableau dashboard in the next video. Okay, let's go and do some coding. Okay, so this is my Google Colab account. And also this is my GitHub account, right? This is my task force. I will share my GitHub account, so you guys can go and check it out and download the data and download the code and try to run by your own. Okay, so this is it. So I'm trying. Okay, so I will do one thing. I'll go to the GitHub. So these are the codes that we can see, but I'm trying to do this on Google Colab itself, right? So and we are using import.io because when you once uploaded the data, so you need not to upload the data again, so you need to use this code import.io, right? So this is it. This is the top 5 rows that we can see of our data. So we have basically 135 columns, right? So that's why I'm telling you, this data set is so huge. You have to work on it. Don't be scared. After 2 to 4 projects, you will automatically get to know like how to to drop all the columns that is not necessary. That is what data analysts do. So so you can simply check here. These are the columns, right? It's basically it shows only those columns which have index, which have object. So so now we are using different data set like drop, because we don't want unnecessary columns from our data set. So what we can do, we just drop those data like event ID, resolution, approx state, extended prob state. So we just need to drop all of these columns. After after dropping all these values, when we check the number of columns that has been left is total 30 columns, because we just need 30 columns, right? Because we are not doing prediction here. We are just exploring the data. We are just here to visualizing the data here. So we just don't need all those columns here. Like we have year, month, day, country, region, latitude, longitude, summary, success, suicide, and a lot of other things you can see here. Then after going to this thing, after you have to simply running the code for different columns like histogram. So this is it. After running the histograms, we are trying to find out the the correlation between two columns. You can simply run this code and you will find the correlation between two columns. For example, we can see here 0.66 is the highest value. I mean, the more it nears to value 1, it shows the strong strong relation between those two columns. So we can clearly see here like attack type 1 is highly correlated to weapon type 1. It has been it is related to these two values. So we can do the inference also after this analysis. That is why data analytics is really important for any organization. After running the code, you can simply go to trend of increase in terrorism. So yeah, we are just using the count plot here, right? The frequency table that we can normally use. After running the code, so we are trying to find the number of attacks that has been happened, between 1970 to 2017, right? Okay, so we are trying to find out what is the number of successful and unsuccessful attacks from 90. So this is a again histogram, or we can say count plot. Yeah, so now here, now this, let's go to the this column. So here we are trying to find the number of attacks that has been happened country wise. Just look at this thing, guys. Country wise we are trying to find out. So yeah, these are the numbers that we can see here. And I will also tell you one thing, like 0 and 1, it shows the success and unsuccessful attacks. 0 shows unsuccessful attacks and 1 shows successful attacks, right? After going to all these codes, we can, I mean, what is the name of those terrorist organizations? So you can simply go it and check it out here. These are the number of attacks that has been happened by these organizations. Yeah, now we are trying to find out what is the weapon that has been used by these organizations. So we can say chemical, biological, explosives, fake weapons, firearms, these things. After running the code, we are trying to find out the scatter values, number of casualties that is happened, and we are trying to find the comparison, like number of casualties versus killed people in each country for each year. So wait, I'll show you. For example, in 1970 we can see here, in Bahrain, in 1980 the casualties happened 0, the success is 1. Okay, and when we go to the data, you can see here the number of changes. These are the number of attacks that's been happened. Yes, after running the code, so you are trying to find, suppose we are trying to find on the map itself. So this is the best best way of visualizing the data when we are using global countries, right? So yeah, this is the code for it, right? So if you click on any countries, for example India, so it shows the number of attacks that has been happened in India is 11,000, right? 960. Same way we can find for China, Russia, Egypt, Nigeria. You can simply remove and you can move all these values. Then this is another way of representation where we are trying to represent the in one picture. So yeah, this is United States. So number of attacks that has been happened 2836, then Brazil 273, Russia 2194. After running the code, we are trying to find the maximum number of attacks that has been happened. I mean to which country, and what is the minimum number of attacks, right? So yeah, so we can see Iraq has suffered the maximum number of attacks of 24,636, and Andorra has suffered the minimum number of attacks of 1. So this is the project, right? We are just visualizing the data. So you guys can also go and check it out, my GitHub profile. You can download the data set. I will also upload the data set also, so you guys can download the data set and start working, and you can also run the code. If you find any problem in between, please let me know in comments and I will try to help you out, guys. In the meantime, if you guys like my video, please do subscribe, like, share, let's meet again in next video.